Alright everyone, we're back. Hello! We're going to talk to Serena here, and we're going to continue on through the XIV step. An impossible dream. Long ago, my grandmother, having received a vision from the gods, bade me go forth into the southern mountains. It was there that I found Hien, near death from many wounds. I brought him to our village, and there we nursed him back to health. Afterwards, he chose to remain, that he might repay us for our kindness. Doman set so much store by honor and shame, so at first I did not question it. Excuse me. If I could see your map for a moment. Here, he has grown fond of this place. It affords him a view of the markets and the steppe. I would accompany you, but I must return to our village to prepare my grandmother's meal. Thank you again for your assistance. Our long-awaited reunion is at hand. Come, my friends. Let us go and greet our lord and master. What's the difference? I imagine just their last name, really. And where they stand within the hierarchy of the nomadic tribes. Like right now, the Onir are the leaders of the Onir are the leaders of the XIV step because they won the last Nadaam. Whereas the Datharo used to be the leaders, and I guess they lost since, you know, the Ornir won. But the Datharo are like their greatest rivals. They consider themselves the children of the moon, whereas the Ornir consider themselves the children of the sun. Hey there, Hien.
The Kami are merciful! My lord Hien, I see you are alive and well.
Ah, you are come sooner than expected. So, my blade or my head? Which would you have of me?
The people of Yansha remain loyal to Doma. I have seen the fire in their eyes. They are ready to rise up and fight. The time is ripe, my lord. Return with us, blade in hand, and lead Doma to freedom.
Naught less than liberty will suffice, then. A pity. It will prove far more difficult to deliver than my head. But if my people wish to pursue an impossible dream, then who am I to deny them? You, Giri, Go-Setsu, and,
The scions of the Seventh Dawn, my lord. Good and true friends who opened their hearts and homes to us when we fled to Eorzea. Far across the sea they have journeyed to stand with us in the fight for Doman liberation, to oppose the Empire, as they have in the West, where they are lauded as heroes for their many deeds.
Say no more, Yugiri. Say no more. I observed how you helped Serena, to whom I am deeply indebted. For that and for the aid you provided my people, you have my deepest gratitude. There is no doubting your strength nor your character. It would be my honor to fight by your side. So, what of Doma? Arise, my friends, and tell me of our home. I have made my decision. You, Giri, I bid you return to Yansha and take charge of our forces in preparation for my homecoming. As for our esteemed guests, I would ask that you remain here with me. I sense you will be a great help in the coming days.
Your will is my command, my lord, but how much longer do you intend to stay?
Oh, only until I have won the contest? I mean to return at the head of the Xaela army.
You mean to participate in the Nadaam?
Have you a better idea? Consider how soundly we were defeated before. The Imperials may have since grown weaker, but we are weaker still. 'Twould be folly to challenge them without first supplementing our forces, so yes, I intend to win the Nadaam and enlist the aid of every able-bodied Xaela I can. Furthermore, by championing the Mole in the contest, I can at last repay their kindness. Lest you forget they saved me from certain death, and a man who suffers such debts to go unpaid is without honor and unfit to lead.
Just so, just so. Our lord has spoken, you giddy. But take heart, I shall keep him safe, and should it come to it, bring him back by force.
This is no laughing matter, Gosetsu. But if these are my orders, very well. Once more, I place my faith in you. Pray look after them both.
Looks like it's up to us then. Though it does seem a bit risky. Isn't Hien meant to be the next king of Doma or something?
So they say, though in truth I am but a pale reflection of my late father. All the more reason to entreat your assistance. For ours is an impossible dream. To set in motion a revolution that will rattle the very firmament and shake off the yoke of the most powerful empire in the world.
Okay, guys, we finally found Lord Hien, and he had the Doma theme from FF6. Brings a tear to the eye. Mere apprentice, was it? Once again, allow me to thank you for your many deeds in service of Doma. For 25 years did my father rule in name only. My rule, if one would deign to call it that, has been naught in comparison. That changes now. We have a purpose and a plan, and after we take to the battlefield together, we will have victory as well. But you are a practical woman, I can tell. Disinclined to trust the word in words when actions speak truer. I can relate. Alright, we finally have some new boots. Stars in the dark. Are we finally gonna get a weapon that's actually better than what we got? 273 versus my 270? So, you have heard of the Nadaam, the great battle for supremacy of the steppe. I learned of it during my stay with the moles. To my knowledge, no foreigners have ever participated, much less triumphed in a Nadaam. But, lack of precedent notwithstanding, I should think we have good standing to bid them march with us to Doma, should we win. They will. Will they even permit us to fight, my lord? We belong to no tribe of the steppe. We are not without options, given what Serena has told me. You see, in accordance with the god's wishes, her people shall participate in the coming Nadaam. And when they take to the field, I mean for us to fight alongside them as fellow warriors of the mole. But we need not discuss this at length here. Come, let us head north to more of Mole Illo, where Serena and her people have made camp for this season. I have a Trubbish in Flux, but not here. I told you about when I got a Trubbish in Pokemon Sword and Shield, right? Was it Sword and Shield? Yeah, Sword and Shield. I was just sending Pokemon out in Wonder Trade, and I randomly got a Trubbish named me. I couldn't help but laugh. It was pretty funny. Just a random Trubbish called me. Look at that marble over there. Yeah. A Trubbish named me. When I played X and Y, I sent out a Magikarp that was level 100 with all special attack IVs. Why? No reason. Just felt like the right thing to do. Hey, look, a Mastodon. Oh, Mammoth. My friends, I give you Mol Ilo. The Katun of the tribe, Temulan, resides in the largest yurt. We should go and make our introductions. I got this from out again. Okay. Okay, we got a Falcon Porter here. Let's speak with Temulan. Oh wow, this is a pretty big yurt. Alright, there's Serena. At last, the traveler comes. Well, bold of you to say. How very Merovingian of you.
Tamarun Hatun, Serena, I am returned.
Ah, you found each other.
Ours is the soil, Hien. The Domans, and the Eorzeans, too.
You know us.
The gods know you, child. As do the stars in the heavens, which shone bright at your coming.
The mole hearkened to the whispers of the elder gods, which guide us in our daily lives. We know them through the Utun, like my grandmother.
Hatun, I am come to beg a boon of you and yours. That I might liberate my homeland, I seek to rally the strength of the steppe. To that end, I wish to fight in the Nadaam, as a warrior of the Mall. Will you grant me this honor?
To stand with the mole is fruitless. Hien, do not do this. The gods may have willed that our tribe join in the Nadaam, but there is no path to victory. We are weak and our numbers few. Even with your help, it would be impossible.
I thank you for your concern, Serena. But it is precisely because of the seeming hopelessness of your cause that we must needs cast our lot with you. Were we to join hands with a more favored tribe, our victory would inevitably be attributed to them, and no one would follow me to Doma.
'Twas the gods' will that we fight. Mayhap this too is their design. Hear me then. As Hatun of the Mall, I invite you all to join with us in the Nadaam. Will you look after them?
Come with me, friends. There is much I would show you.
You... wait. I would have words. A singular radiance, shimmering, like a jewel of the Dusk Mother, blinding in its brilliance. Stars flicker and flock to you. Before such gathered light, even the secrets of the gods may be laid bare. Some are fated to rise in grace and glory, others to falter and fade, though not from memory. Both will be your strength and salvation come the end. Cherish the stars and the light they bring you in the dark, for you are a traveler, are you not?
Thank you all for coming, and for offering to fight with us in the Nadaam. Though I still fear our chances grim, I am grateful for your assistance. To be recognized as warriors of the mole, there is a trial you must overcome. But before we speak of such things, there is another more pressing matter. This weapon is about the same as what I have, so we're gonna take the book. A warrior is welcome. My friends! Hang on, it did not let me pause that. There we go. You will journey into the far reaches of the steppe to confront a terrible foe, as did the warrior Bardam in days of yore. 3 days he battled with the demon ere he returned to his people. So it is written, so it must be. Many who follow in his footsteps perish, lacking in strength of body and mind. Therefore, we must treat you to a great feast. Have I said something strange? The hungry fox starves staring at the bull's testicles. Therefore, warriors should be well fed on the eve of battle. She does have a point. You have been busy in my absence. A brief repast may be in order, lest we collapse of fatigue and malnourishment in the midst of our trial. Did you get upset about the bull's testicles factor? Yes, just so. However, it will take time to prepare. Is there anything we can do to help? It might also give us a chance to learn more about your people and their ways. Well, if you insist, I'm sure the others would be glad of your assistance. Would you go and speak with Dorbe, Lise? I don't think we know who Dorbe is. As for you three, you can help me with another task. For today's feast, the gods decree that we lure Gulo to slaughter with entrails. Perhaps you could be the ones to do this? That your people look to the gods for guidance, I understand, but in your daily meals? I say your grandmother must be quite busy. Some days more than others, but every night we come together around the cook fire. Even babes must learn to keep on the step. Give over the entrails, Serena, we will bring you a bounty of meat. So, if you were to give... Alright, so... Gosetsu has a gigantic katana, right? That would be a Dai katana, I think it's called. I'll listen to that music. A word of advice. Our quarry is one to avoid the Xaela and their settlements, but it is fond of flowing waters. A thought occurs to me. How about we make a game of it, Miro? I have 6 bags of entrails, with which we may lure a Gulo. 3 for you, 3 for me. Whoever returns with the greater portion shall be declared the winner. What say you? Then it is settled. Kosetsu will stand as witness. Let the game begin. Alright, anyway, so Gosetsu's katana is fucking huge. Like, would that be considered a dai katana in Hien's hands? But would it just be considered a normal katana in his own hands? Or still a dai katana? I gotta hop off my mount. There, the watch, yeah. Use the entrails to erect the lure. Few gulo gulo can resist the lure of delicious, tasty entrails. That is an ancient Manamana. This is an FF11 creature, by the way. Okay, well, that was definitely not a gulo gulo. Minicat. Guys, I went up to the store yesterday and I stopped by McDonald's just to get a straw. And they were like, what? The hell would we give you a moo shuwu? Anyway, they're like, the hell would we give you a straw for? And then I had to explain to them that my cat loves playing with straws. Like right now, she is just overjoyed by this straw that I got her. Hoofprints and wagon tracks are unmistakable in the earth. Mayhaps there's a gulo gulo. Oh, sure, why not? Oh, there is a gulo gulo, but there's also a ancient Manamana. Okay, found it. 498 yalms to the south. I don't think there's anything we can do down there anyway right now. It looks, I think it's right around the Dawn Throne anyway. Mira is just bouncing all over the couch with her straw. It's very cute. I have videos of her doing this too. The area appears to be isolated and far away from the Xaela settlement. There may be gulo gulo lurking nearby. Ah, this time we get 2 gulo gulo. Okay. We're just gonna split gas already after triple gas on there since. Down they go. Alright, now we're gonna go back over to Gosetsu. Fortunately, we have no teleports, so we just gotta ride our space whale over there. So I do gotta be careful because if I go this way and get into combat and try to drop, I will die. So we're going to do that. We'll drop first when I know I'm not gonna get into combat. Anyway, I like the Manamana designs. I also think Manamana is fun to say. Manamana. Yeah, these are monsters. I remember Silly and I finding I think they're called Apex. Apex Manamanas in FF11 in one of the Adeline areas and got completely fucked up by it. Oh, have you used all your bait? In that case, let us see the fruits of your labor. Oh, it It would seem that, at the very least, you are the faster hunter. But speed is not everything. For my part, I slew 6 gulo gulo. Aye, that you am, my lord. As for Miro, this day you are twice the hunter as she, for our friend delivered unto me 3, but 3 portions. Half your sum, my lord. Oh, and there you have it. I shall try not to let it go to my head. I know better than expect the hawk to show her talons on a whim. Nay, when the time comes, I expect you will prove yourself more than my match. And with that, our game is concluded. Let us return to the Mole Ilo forthwith, and let us have Miro present our meat to Serena. Mayhap you are unfamiliar with the traditional Xaela cuisine. Let us not its appearance deceive you. It is quite hearty and nourishing. Were it not so, I doubt they could have nursed me back to health. You should have seen the state I was in. She is like fighting this straw. It is so cute. You have returned, Miro. How was your hunt? My word, this is impressive. Or were you so hungry that you felt the need to kill so many? Well, I shall endeavor not to disappoint you with my cooking. Okay. Get the white mage cane. If you wish for employment, Serena has a suggestion. It will be a little bit before the meal is ready. If you at least wish to fill the time, perhaps you could assist Dorbe? He has many responsibilities and would welcome your help. Nor would you regret making his acquaintance, for he is liked and respected by all. You may find him by the other year, taking stock of our supplies. Startling everyone with my space well. Ah, one of the newcomers. Welcome. I spoke with Lise. I bade her help the children gather fuel for the cook fires. I trust it will be a good experience for all. For you too, perhaps. Seek them in the south, across the bridge. Let me click. Oh, okay. Sure. Best route would be just drop down here and climb up over here. Well, actually didn't take much damage from that. The Sea of Blades. A purple. Instead of purple, marble, we get purple. Are you here to help too? Great, so I suppose Dorbe told you that the children are gathering fuel for the fires, huh? It'll need to be dried before they can burn it, of course. You do understand that what we're here for, right? Only some people can be a bit squeamish about this sort of stuff. Then again, you've never minded getting your hands dirty, have you? Anyway, we're trying to get 4 piles each. Good luck, and keep an eye out for the children while you're at it, eh? Auburn Tuft. Gather dung. Ugh. They're burning feeks. PMS not gonna like this. Reserved mole boy. Boisterous mole boy. It's concerning that they're calling them tufts. Bright-eyed mole girl. Willowy mole girl. Back to Lise. Well, have you found your share yet? Dung, its description. It is what it is. Good work. I hope you took the time to talk to the children while you were at it. I did not. Lise, look how much dung we have! Wow, I'm impressed! I thought we'd gather a lot, but it looks like we'll have to admit defeat. Dorbe will be happy we found enough. Not just Dorbe, now we can continue making cheese. Not that I was worried. It was easier when we were living near the forest, but dung works just as well as wood. I heard that mole move from place to place, but the gods tell you where to go. That must be hard on you all. Hard? I do not understand. Why is it hard? It is better for the animals to move and to have more food to eat and land to roam. To stay in one place is harder, no? From the heavens comes the rain, which nourishes the soil. From the soil comes the grass, which nourishes the beast. From the beast comes the flesh, which nourishes the Xaela. Ours is the soil for one and all. But you Westerners are like the Domans. You live in the same place, in villages. And all villages in one place are part of a nation, yes? Hien talks about nations sometimes. When he was injured, he spoke of Doma in his sleep, but I did not understand his words. Whenever I ask him about Doma, he just smiles and looks to the south. It reminds me of my mother when she waits for my father to return from a long journey. But Hien will not wait any longer, will he? Because you came for him. To take him back, because his nation is more important. I'm not sure how to answer this. A nation is a place, I suppose. A place, and the people in it. And mayhap the things, too. But more than that, it's the history, the traditions, the words, the stories we tell ourselves and our children, everything that came before and everything that comes after. The place we were born is part of who we are. We carry it with us, no matter where we go, whatever we become. That part remains, that link to our fathers and their fathers before them. It's not important to everyone, I suppose, and that's fine, but it's important to Hien and to me. Some call the mole fools for listening to the elder gods, but it is our way, our pride, our nation? Something like that. It's something precious that you and others share, and no one can ever take from you. But we can talk more about it later. It's time to go home. Dorbe is waiting. I'll stay with the children. Why not go let Serena know how we got on? Okay guys, we're gonna take a break, and then we got the last 30 minutes of today's stream. I'll leave you with this wonderful music to listen to in the meantime.